Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? Fruit Man back at you with another video. And as you can see, today's video is going to be on fertilizers and the fertilizers that I actively use on my fruit trees. Now, we have some organics here, granular, and we also have some water solubles, as you can see here. First thing I'm going to go over is the NPK, and it's pretty much represented here with your nitrogen, phosphorus, and your potassium. So you got all three covered there. When I'm planting a new fruit tree, I love to throw all three of those in the hole with it, just to where it has what it needs along down the road. But I also like to put some of this warrior soluble with it as well. And I usually like to put a more balanced general purpose, the 20-20-20 there. And then when it's flowering, I like to use some of this 10-30-20. I prefer to use this, but it doesn't take the place of my organics. Like I'll tell people, it's just like, when you're dieting, right? You have like the chicken, the beef, the proteins and stuff like that, right? You have whole foods, like you have real food. But then you also have the supplements. You have protein shakes. That's what this would be. This right here reacts a lot faster than what this will react. But I would never go away from this fully and just go with this, because this has a lot of trace minerals that this does not have in it, that your plants actively need. I use a high nitrogen earlier in the season, just because I want to get my plants up and going. And then I'll transition to a 20-20-20 until I start to see like really buds and stuff forming on my fruit trees and stuff. And then I'll switch over to the bloom booster. I'll switch over to this one, just to really help my plants get the point of what I want them to do. I want them to fruit. I want the fruit to be good. Like I said, it's just like yourself. When it comes to the nitrogen and the bloom booster, the nitrogen is for the plant to work on itself. The bloom booster is for it to procreate and have, a, how do you say, like a lineage almost. That's what's happening when you have a bloom booster. So you definitely want to use it, like I said, instead of using a lot of nitrogen, because like I said, if the plant feels like, hey, I'm good, like I'm going to survive, then it's not going to want to put on fruit and have good fruit. This is going to be like a whatever, or it may start to drop fruit. Oh, man, seems like the weather's getting kind of bad out here today. More rain, which is good. How I use my fertilizers is, like I said, I put these three here. I put these in the holes when I plant it, and then occasionally once a month, once every 2 months, I'll sprinkle some on the top, just to put more on there, get more food in there. Like I said, get the whole foods in there. Then I'll also come around, like I said, when I water it in, I water it in with these things right here. I water it in with these, even with the AgriThrive. I'll water it in with all of those, with one or the other. Like I said, if I'm using the general purpose, I'm gonna use some AgriThrive with it. If I'm using the all-purpose, I'm probably gonna put some AgriThrive in there. Like I said, I put the AgriThrive in there because it adds more trace minerals and it adds more to the soil. Like I said, you never want to take more out the soil than what you're putting in it, but you definitely want to use your fertilizers. Like I said, fertilizer is very important. Now I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to say? Because I don't have anything written down. I kind of just felt like, hey, fertilizer would be a good topic, because a lot of people have a lot of questions when it comes to fertilizer. Like, hey, when do I use it? How do I use it? What do I use? So I've kind of broken that down today, and hopefully I wasn't rambling on too much right before this rain comes. So that's pretty much it about fertilizers. Um, my next video that I'm gonna do is gonna be on watering your plants, because like I said, that goes hand in hand when it comes to the fertilizers. As you can see, every time I say that I put something down, I always try to water it in, whether I'm using the water solubles or I'm using the granular, the organic stuff. um, if you would like and subscribe, and let me get 5 likes, 6 likes on this video, and I'll do the next one on watering your plants. Like I said, when it comes to the different soils that you have, because it's easy for somebody to say, hey, you have clay soil or you have sandy soil. Like I said, it's kind of hard to really understand what that means to have a sandy soil or clay soil or in between soil. So I'm gonna break that down really good for y'all, show you a little trick so that you can understand what type of soils you have, so that you know how to plant your fruit trees. Because like I said, there's nobody out there that can say that since they picked up a shovel and planted their first tree that they had 100% success rate. There's nobody out there. It's trial and error. I've been through a lot of error, and I want to let y'all know about it. But like I said, fertilizer is very important. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fruit Man out.